This video is going to walk you through how to log your hours on Tevera. From your home screen, navigate to the Timesheets panel and click on Enter Time. From there, you'll see a screen like this. I'm currently in the track view, which outlines your hours by category, but on the top left, you could also switch it to month, week, day, or agenda. So the first thing you want to check is making sure you have the correct track selected. When you are in this program, it will always be the one that says Pepperdine MACLP Trainee Hours. The other one you'll notice says LMFT California. You don't need that until you have graduated the program. The nice thing is that these tracks are synced. So if I put 5 hours for this day and I transfer to the other track, I'll see that those 5 hours also show up there. But make sure that you are always logging your hours under the trainee track. Next, you want to select your program, which is going to be MACLP on ground. Then you can select your site. My current site is test site 1. Let's say you have 2 sites. The other site will also show up here. Just make sure you are under the correct site when you are logging your hours. This is also where you will select your supervisor. If you have multiple supervisors, you'll see multiple names in this dropdown. So feel free to select the proper one when you're logging your hours. Now, one thing you'll notice is that up here, there's a little red box that has appeared. You might also have noticed that on the month view. There's also this green one. Green just means that that's today, so no need to worry about that. These red boxes show that there's a violation of some sort. If you look here, these violations are ones that I will not be able to get rid of anytime soon because it's saying that I haven't logged 2 years of hours. So don't worry about those. The ones that you care about are the ones like this, where it is saying you don't have supervision logged for the week. Remember that you need to have supervision logged in order for any of your hours for that week to count. So this is very important. So now let's talk about the categories on the timesheet. First is your total hours, pretty self-explanatory. And then we go down into your direct counseling hours. So the first section is individual therapy. This is any time that you are meeting with a client one-on-one, particularly when the client is over 18. If you are meeting with anybody under 18, you want to make sure that goes in this next category, diagnosis and treatment of couples, families, and children. So minors, couples, and families all go in this category. Remember that you need 500 of these for licensure. You don't need 500 to complete the program, but you'll need it eventually in order to get your full license. Let's say you're doing group therapy, you can also put that down here too. Also remembering that we need to put one entry for each client. So for instance, if you are meeting with a child, you are not going to put 1 hour here and 1 hour in individual therapy. It is just 1 hour under the children's section. Then you go to your non-clinical experience. This is where all the trainings and things you do can be logged up in this first section. Then we get down to all of your note writing time will go here. Then we get client-centered advocacy. So really the best way to figure out what can go in this category is to talk to your supervisor. Each supervisor will sign off on slightly different things, but most of the time, anything that you are doing for the specific benefit of your client, you might be able to log and get some hours from. Lastly, we have supervision. If you are having group supervision, you'll log that up top. If you have individual or triadic supervision, that will be on that next line here. And then lastly as well, you have a spot to log your direct observations that will happen in this program. So this is a great way to let your CTC team know, your professor know that you have successfully completed that direct observation. So all you need to do is put a little 1 under whatever date you've had that observation on. If you have any questions about your timesheet, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to help you.